feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
And welcome to our video wrap-up here on the Harrisburg Shrimp Tank with our guest, Todd Shill, founder of Pillar and Aught. Again, here at the Harrisburg Shrimp Tank, we get to interview some of the best and brightest business owners in our area, finding out about the do's and don'ts of starting, running, and growing their businesses. Find us on our website at harrisburg.shrimptankpodcast.com for the full episode. We'll give you a little teaser here right now with Todd. And again, on iTunes, Apple Podcast, Google Play, and the iHeartRadio platform. So, again, Todd, it's been a pleasure having you on here today. And I know Taylor has a specific question for you that he wants to ask to get started.
It's a very important question, Todd, that I want to go deep here. So it's been rumored that your favorite adult beverage is Jack and Ginger. Is that correct?
That is true.
Oh. That is true.
I can confirm that on your show.
Well, in that case, we'd like you to introduce you to our lovely shrimp tender.
Oh, fantastic.
So, shrimp tender, thank you.
Fantastic.
Definitely
I recognize that shrimp tender too.
Is that the hottest shrimp in the land or what?
Taylor, I'm going to plead the fifth
Well
on
done,
that
too.
answer.
Well done.
Abby would give me a hard time if I answered. Hey, so that was our shrimp tender. Be sure to check out more of the shrimp tender in the future because we have some fun things coming. But Todd, we want to just ask you to just give our viewers here a quick background on your firm, how it got started, your niche, and just some details on that.
Our firm is called Pillar Aught, Pillaraught. We started this about 2 years ago, and the whole premise was that we were going to change how law firms operate. We, out of the box, reduced overhead significantly so we could offer flat rates, alternative rates, allow the client to basically decide how they want to budget and pay for legal services, which is really unheard of in the legal industry at this point.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
And you mentioned on the show you kind of carved out a niche in the entertainment world, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So touch on that a little bit, who you work with and what that's meant for your practice.
Yeah, for about 20 plus years now, I focus my practice on sports and entertainment law. Started off really doing a lot of music work and still do that, but primarily focus now on being production counsel for television shows with a real emphasis on reality television at this point.
I said it earlier, you got to check out the full episode on our website because, man, there's some interesting stories there, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. But, it got me thinking as well, and one other question I want to end with is, Harrisburg being the hotbed of the entertainment world, right? You're having to represent clients all over the country and all over the world. So, how do you use technology to make that efficient?
Well, I think that's what really makes it work because when I meet with a current client or prospective client, I do it the way most of you do. I go on FaceTime or other types of services to be able to meet with them. I don't have to travel anymore. I travel really for the fun stuff. If I want to be on set or be in a tour bus or things like that, I'll travel. Otherwise, you don't need to do it anymore with technology, and no one really expects it of it anymore. You can sign documents electronically. I mean, there's nothing you can't do by sitting in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I will add this. I'm not sure I said this during the show, but I will add this. Most of the people I come across in the entertainment industry have ties to central Pennsylvania. They're like, oh, my family grew up in Camp Hill, or I go to Hershey Park every summer. It is amazing how the entertainment industry really does recognize this area.
So in a way, it was
good
the
to know.
breeding ground for the hotbeds out around the country.
That's what I think.
For entertainment. Excellent. Well, so you heard it there, utilizing technology to be more efficient, again, to find out other ways that Todd was able to be a disruptor in the industry and think outside the box to create a unique and prosperous law firm. Check out the full episode on harrisburg.shrimptankpodcast.com. Todd, for those who want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Probably just website would be the best, pillaraught.com. That's PILLARAUGHT.com.
So, when we're thinking about being business owners and being entrepreneurs, one of the things that stood out in our interview earlier was the idea of trusting your gut and remembering that the answer to a question is always no until you ask it. So don't be afraid, folks. Go out and ask for it. Reach for the stars. Here on the Shrimp Tank, our goal is to spread entrepreneurship all over the Harrisburg area. We'll see you next week with our new guest, John Frisch. Frisch the Delish.
So we'll Higher Information Group.
Excellent. See you next week on the Shrimp Tank.
Thanks, guys.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small